Welcome to the introduction to the SpectraPod, the future of HDTV. SpectraPod is based on open standards, HTML5 and JavaScript. We're going to start by looking at the startup procedure, storage and network detection. When the unit first boots, it's going to look for a local storage device, an SD card. It's also going to determine whether or not the network's available and the SpectraPod site in particular. If the SpectraPod network was found, you will be shown the logon screen. You can have multiple logins associated with each device, and those are coded to the hardware address inside the device. On the profile screen, you can see the social networking sites that you have configured are listed out there, and you can add them as well. Next, let's look at the navigation. Everything is controlled by a simple remote control, so everything can be controlled by either up, down, right, left, or enter. You can see here that we can easily scroll through the list. As you scroll through the content, the right-hand pane updates with information on that site. That detail pane can include anything from just regular HTML content to embedded content to widgets. The detail pane can also include Flash embedded movies, which is useful for a lot of different sites. Next, we're going to look at SpectraPod designed apps, and we're going to start by looking at a YouTube app designed using the Google API. In the lower and right-hand side of the screen, as well as the upper left, you can see the icons from the original interface, and those are used to navigate back to the main entertainment screen. In this example, we entered a search term in the box, and the YouTube videos that were available were pulled down. We used the HD term to actually pull down videos that have HD content in them. The navigation on this app is consistent with the primary interface, where you can arrow up and down, and the content preview pane on the right updates. And when we press enter, you can see that the video starts playing. Again, there's the navigation items on the bottom and right hand side of the screen, as well as the close button in the upper right. And those are again all controlled by the remote, so we can close that and come back to the list. I want to reiterate one more time that this is all based on open standards, so there's no proprietary plugins or proprietary formats or new languages to learn. It's a simple XML file to define your interface, and it's immediately available in the community app site once it's posted. And it doesn't even have to be hosted on our site, it can point to your third-party site. That's an example of a SpectraPod designed application. You can also look at any normal website. For this to be effective, you would probably need a gyroscope mouse or a keyboard attached to the device as well in order to navigate a regular website. But here you can see you can open up a web browser. Again, you have your controls to get back to the main interface on the bottom and right hand side of the screen. You see a status on the upper left. And you can start playing a video. You can also click to put this video full screen if you wanted to. Next, we're going to look at the social features of the SpectraPod, which makes this product really unique, being able to handle virtually any open social network and display those items on your IPTV. Again, we're back in our custom YouTube application designed for SpectraPod. And you can see we started up a video here. I'm going to pop open the right-hand pane using the remote control to open the social networking pane. And I can enable the updates to happen on screen on the left-hand side. You can see I have a Twitter feed and a Facebook feed that are tied to the interface. If those items have a link in them, you can just click on them using the remote and it'll open those pages. Another thing you can do is post updates while you're watching TV. So if you wanted to let someone know about a cool video you're watching or something you're seeing on IPTV, you can go ahead and either dig that or Twitter it or add a comment to Facebook. And the interface automatically tracks your URL that you're visiting, and so we can create a bit.ly or a tiny URL out of that and add it to the dig or Twitter and adjust the length of that accordingly. That's an introduction to the SpectraPod. If you'd like more information, you can go to SpectraPod.com and check back for regular updates. Also, if you want to create new apps or participate in the community, go to SpectraPod.org. Thanks for listening.